This is my audience. Everyone wave. All right. Let me set you guys up here. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my speech about why I think everyone needs to wash their bed sheets at least once per week. So in order to emphasize my point that everyone should wash their bed sheets at least once a week, I'll explain what's actually under your covers, besides you, what bedding hygiene does for your health, and give you tips and tricks for getting the job done. I'd like everyone to take a moment and prepare yourself to be completely grossed out. Are you ready? What if I told you that your most loved relaxation spot is likely a current cesspool of pores of fungi, bacteria, animal dander, pollen, soil, lint, finishing agents of whatever the sheets are made from, coloring material, and all sorts of excrements from the body, including sweat, spit, vaginal and anal excretions, urine mildew, and loads of skin cells? Did you suddenly get the urge to run home and throw your sheets in the wash right this second? If you didn't, let me enlighten you on something you may have forgotten. Those sheets on your bed, they need to get frequently washed, and by frequently, I mean weekly. I'd like to enlighten you on a topic near and dear to my heart, and that's bedsheet hygiene. In order to emphasize my point that everyone should wash their bed sheets once per week, I'll explain what's actually under your covers besides you, what bedding hygiene does for your health, and give you tips and tricks for getting the job done. Let me start off by telling you what may be lurking in the nooks and crannies of your bedding that you probably are unaware of. It's of the utmost importance that I inform you that all your unwashed sheets acquire a lot of unpleasant things. Not only do our sheets accumulate things such as food crumbs, animal hair, dust, etc., they can grow microscopic life forms such as fungi, mold, and bacteria, literally creating our own domestic microbiome. A culture study in the UK found that unwashed pillowcases and sheets had up to 39 times more bacteria than pet food bowls and several thousand times more bacteria than toilet seats. That same culture study assessed the level of fungi contamination in feather and synthetic pillows used for at least 1.5 years can contain 4 to 17 different species of fungi. You may be thinking, I'm a clean person though, those conditions don't apply to me. But did you know that our bodies are constantly creating dirt, sweat, body oils, and releasing skin cells? Not to mention those bodily substances are drawing in colonies of dust mites. Humans naturally produce 26 gallons of sweat in bed every year. The moisture at high humidity is an ideal fungal culture medium. Humans shed between 30,000 and 40,000 skin cells every day, according to the Human Academy of Dermatology. Out of the gross things living within your sheets, dust mites may make up the largest part. Although these mites don't bite, they leave some sort of present behind for you. Dust mites feed on your dead skin cells and on your mattress and could have anywhere between 100,000 and 10 million of these critters using your bed not only as a home, but as a toilet. A single dust mite produces about 20 waste droppings each day, each containing a protein to which many people are allergic. This mixture of skin cells and mite droppings create many allergic reactions for humans and animals. It's hard to connect those dots when you aren't aware. Now that I've given you a brief idea of what's living in your bed besides you, I will now cover how these things and bedding hygiene can affect your overall health. A set of dirty sheets can make a world of change in your body's health. All these factors previously mentioned can create a laundry list of health issues to include allergies, eczema, acne, dermatitis, asthma, infections of cold and flu, and so on and so forth. As I previously mentioned, dust mites, among other airborne allergens like pollen, pet dander, and mold, can create reactions that we aren't aware of. Sleeping among airborne allergens can trigger issues with your skin such as eczema and contact dermatitis. Considering 1 in 6 people have allergies and the average person spends about a third of their life in bed, scientists are speculating that our beds may be the source of our misery. Airborne allergens are also the cause of many allergy-related symptoms. Dust mites, feces, debris may cause you to wake up with a stuffy nose, cause allergies, or aggravate asthma. It is highly likely to transmit, contact, and spread germs to infections through soiled sheets. According to the 2017 study, cotton sheets can act as vehicles transferring between 100 and 1,000 bacteria colonies for up to 20 touches, only to highlight the importance of cleaning bed sheets and mattresses to prevent the transmission of pathogens. Not only can you spread cold and flu through germs within your bed, any nasty bacteria from raw meats and vegetables that make their way into your bed can live on the surface for many days and cause cases of food poisoning. No one wants to get sick as a result of dirty sheets. So what's the best way to prevent that? Clean them. You now know about the creepy crawlies in your sheets and what they do to you to damage your health. Lastly, I'll tell you what you can do to prevent this, which is to clean your sheets often and properly. Although there have been no formal studies for how often you should be cleaning your sheets, the recommendation seems to stay consistent throughout my research. According to a 2012 poll of the National Sleep Foundation, 91% of people change their sheets every other week. Although this is a common rule of thumb, many experts recommend weekly washings. So what is the best method of washing? The best way to wash your bedding is to use the hottest water your sheet material can handle. Although many care labels will instruct you to wash your sheets in cooler water, hot water will do the best job at killing all those pathogens, allergens, and critters. Try your best to do the following precautions and labels on your sheets. You can also iron your bed sheets afterwards and help sanitize them further without damaging them with too much heat. If you go beyond a week, it's okay. It's not a crime. But do consider how many hours a day we spend in our beds and that it should be a high priority to keep them clean. If not weekly, then bi-weekly is highly, highly encouraged. Factors that may warrant more frequent washings is if you have allergies, infections, lesions, if you're an excessive sweater, if you have pets that sleep with you, or if you eat in your bed. There are ways to keep your sheets clean in between washings and to help preserve them. Consider showering before bed or removing your makeup, and avoid putting on lotions or oils before bed. Do not eat or drink in your bed, and maybe invest in getting your animal a dog bed to keep the dog off. Do whatever you can to create and maintain a healthy and hygienic sleeping environment. So, today you've learned a little bit about why it's recommended that you wash your sheets at least once a week. Let's quickly review what we've covered today. We discussed what's actually under your covers, what bedding hygiene does for your health, and tips and tricks to getting the job done. With most people, myself included, spending a majority of my time in quarantine cozied up in bed, it's important to make sure it's a clean and healthy environment for better sleep and overall comfort. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, Mr. Hanson, I got one question. Can COVID be transferred through bed sheets?
I don't know, but considering that COVID can live on like packaging materials for a couple of days, I would assume that yes, COVID can live on your sheets.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, well, thank you everyone for listening to my speech today.